I say that it's released in all but name because Star Citizen is, in every meaningful way, a functioning live service game. Maybe you just didn't recognize it.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Yep. That line set people off, and honestly, I get why. I managed to say something that got both Star Citizen haters and defenders to agree on something, mainly that I'm wrong, but I'm not mad, because after reflection, maybe you're right. The word release does a lot of heavy lifting in our heads, and the word basically didn't soften it enough. For some, release means a PR tour and a 1.0 sticker. For others, it means the servers never sleep, and there's a reason to log in tonight. And yet for other players, it just means, can I recommend this to a friend without a 5-minute disclaimer? So let's talk about how all of these points of view can be right. If you're new here, I'm Captain Katarn. I'm not afraid to be controversial because good conversations don't start with safe statements. I'm here to call what I see, risk being wrong in public, and adjust as the evidence changes. That's just being real. I want this channel to be a place where I can say, this is working and this is broken in the same breath. And if you appreciate that, then welcome aboard and get subscribed because there's so much more to talk about. In the last video, maybe you noticed how I didn't say polished or feature complete or universally recommendable when describing the game. Those are very, very different thresholds. But when I said basically released, half the viewers heard, he thinks this is 1.0, and the other half heard, you're wrong about the negative experiences you have in the game. That's on me. The term that I should have used is soft launch. CIG basically soft launched the game. This is why that statement is so polarizing. Star Citizen sold the dream. Next-gen systems, giant scope, and a long development. Players who bought into that dream are constantly comparing today to the promised tomorrow, and tomorrow is always shinier. Meanwhile, I'm describing today. A mostly playable universe that's not without jank and frustration, featuring activities that thousands engage with nightly. That's also factual. Those viewpoints don't cancel each other out, they just talk past each other. It's live and it's unfinished can both be true. Let me repeat that. Two things can be true at the same time. I heard you loud and clear in the comments, some people need permanent persistence to play this game, and it's a totally fair assessment. CIG stated they don't intend to wipe again unless it's unavoidable until the 1.0 launch. But the thing I missed is that persistence is more than just your items and ships, it's respect for your time. If they could fix the issue where in-game ship purchases and items sometimes vanish, I suspect that would clear a major blocker for a lot of people. Now, let's talk about the parts where both sides are right. The critics are right that Star Citizen can be a mess. It's not that well optimized yet. Inventories needed an overhaul years ago. As mentioned, unintentional wipes happen randomly to people every patch, and the game has had rough years in the past where come back later felt like honest advice. Calling it basically live or soft launch doesn't excuse any of that. I'm not shining it or glossing it over, but I can see why since I make videos about the game that was the takeaway. Other Star Citizen fans got mad because they thought I was trying to hype the game prematurely, and their personal experiences don't match my own. I get that, and it wasn't my intention either. I was pointing out why 2025 felt different. CIG changed how they interact with us. They changed how they communicate, how often they patch, and the quality of the work. They started treating this like a game they're focused on, and we noticed that difference even if we couldn't really identify it with a label. I slapped one on there haphazardly. So why say the quiet part out loud? Why point out that they soft launched the game? I'm saying it because pretending it's not live hasn't helped anyone. Salty Mike had a good take when he said that people playing now are getting a permanent advantage over the people that will wait for a 1.0 launch. We're getting items from one-time events that are account-bound. You can argue that they're cosmetic items, but cosmetic items have literally funded many other games. Fortnite's revenue based entirely on skins was $5.7 billion in 2024. $5.7 billion fucking dollars for pixels. That reframes the ship JPEG angle a bit, doesn't it? People care about skins even if you personally don't, and apparently quite a lot. If that's all it was, it would be easy to dismiss that as trivial. By playing the game now, you're gaining a lasting advantage. All the cockpit seat time training muscle memory as you learn how to fly and fight effectively. Map knowledge for every bunker, outpost, and memorizing how to get to that gorgeous spot you found to start a base without a beacon. Today you're building org networks, identifying trusted trade partners, and creating a mental Rolodex of who to avoid in global chat. That experience compounds like interest and turns into fewer deaths, better gear, more credits, and a level of knowledge you can't grind in a weekend. Smart players are going to take advantage of that. It might not be fair, but with this game model, it couldn't be any other way. And that's why Star Citizen exists in such a weird place right now. It's clearly not the 1.0 goal, but come on. It's not unplayable either, as some are going to claim in the comments. CIG has a vested interest in keeping you around and playing. The funding numbers go up and those ship sales happen monthly now. That's the point. Pointing all this out doesn't make me a CIG cheerleader. Truthfully, it's kinda subversive, sorta like wearing the glasses and they live. I suspect videos like this do more harm to the brand than good. I have a video detailing how cargo is broken because it scales way too well to keep smaller ships relevant long term. It's a problem that I don't think enough people have thought about. I have videos on PvP, piracy, and how pyro doesn't feel dangerous because there's no real safe place in the verse that's functionally different right now. Players that want to cause trouble just hang out wherever the population is without meaningful consequences. Those are real issues with the current design and the implementation. They impact everyone, so I try to spotlight them. If we're going to argue, let's argue about what matters next. That framing lets us have useful conversations instead. Here's my quick list of things that I think this game needs now that it's in, well, whatever state you want to call this. They're not content related, but operational. First, we need predictable uptime around big patches. If the holiday patch collapses every year, it's just an alpha thing. That's a release management problem. CIG needs to do a better job planning how these patches are going to be supported in December. 2025's been different, so we'll see if anything changes this year. And speaking of changes, we'll see if their new communication strategy matches reality. Ambition is great, but timelines and deliverables that survive contact with live servers are even better. Maybe keep Chris away from doing interviews with publications since he can't ignore those landmine date questions. CitizenCon was grounded and CIG needs to deliver those features when they said they will to build trust, both for backers and the gaming community at large. If they do, then can Star Citizen rehab its reputation? And what would that actually mean? I don't know myself, but I'm always curious what you think. And look, I've been dismissive of many valid complaints in the comments because when I started making Star Citizen videos, the number of trolls that would attack me personally or troll the game in bad faith was absolutely staggering. It annoys me to no end to see people using the trolling script from 2023 that's no longer true or relevant today, and all of this made me way more defensive than I should have been. I've just unbanned anyone that commented and crossed the line in the past. I'm also going to rely on the community to provide those corrections when trolls spew nonsense. In the past, I've been responding to every comment, but as the channel's grown so much, that's not really possible anymore. I'll still read them all and respond to the best ones, when I can. I still believe it's a soft launch, but I get why maybe you don't. I think a lot of you are right, and we'll probably each cross that line when whatever we're waiting for finally appears. The last video taught me how many different perspectives there are when it comes to Star Citizen. We all want the same thing in the end, so maybe the real treasure will be the friends we made along the way. Or something like that. If you liked the video, do me a favor and hit like. If you made it this far, you're already part of the crew, so get subscribed and join us. If you want to support the channel further, there's a join button, Patreon, or my referral link to the Impound. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.